Salam. Future person trying to spy in on me again. Well, since you're here, would you be interested in some of my goods to trade? Look, the finest silks from Persia, the great furs from Anatolia, and even some oil to light your lamp at night, yes? No? What? Never mind. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Ottoman Turkish outfit. So, this outfit is that of a merchant from the year 1842. Some of you might have already seen it when I did the Stone to Steam show. But for those who have missed it, here we go. So, before I show the outfit, I guess I'll give you a bit of context. So the Ottoman Empire, yes, began in 1299 by our great Sultan Osman I. He was the first Sultan, yes? Wonderful. So just like most empires in history, they began as a small collection of people. And united under Osman, he conquered all of the tribes that neighbored him, and this was all in Anatolia. Anatolia is basically what we call Turkey today, and Osman united all of his neighboring tribes into one unit called the Ottoman Empire. So the Ottomans, throughout the later Middle Ages, kept on consolidating and expanding. And come the year 1453, and the Ottomans have invaded Constantinople. This is so significant that many people argue that this was the end of the medieval days, which I think I agree with. Because the Roman Empire split in half, and while Western Rome battled with barbaric invasions, the Eastern Roman Empire was still alive in the east, with its new capital Constantinople, named after Emperor Constantine. And then when the Western Rome fell in 476 AD, Eastern Rome continued. And so then, of course, the Eastern Romans continued to be a powerful force. And throughout the Middle Ages, they were the Byzantines, and they were very influential in the Crusades as well. But come 1453, almost 1,000 years after Western Rome fell, Eastern Rome was battling with the Ottomans. The Ottomans now put their sights onto Constantinople. To have Constantinople would be a major step in consolidating their empire. So the Ottomans invaded and in 1453 captured Constantinople. So the Ottoman Empire kept on growing and growing, and come the 16th century under Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, the empire experienced a golden age, and the Ottomans were also among the first to fully utilize gunpowder in Europe. The Ottomans were famous for gunpowder, and they used it to great effect. So they became basically a superpower of the Mediterranean. They effectively controlled the whole of the Mediterranean Sea. And most of Christian Europe didn't like this, because the Ottomans were, by principle, Islamic. So obviously, after the Crusades, the Christians didn't really like that they had an Islamic power controlling the Mediterranean and all the trade. So you find that so often Western Europe and Christendom went to war with the Ottomans. And the biggest clash came in the 1600s, the Battle of Vienna in 1683. And this was where the Ottomans effectively went on a reverse crusade. The Crusades, as we know it, was where Christendom went into the Holy Land to reclaim it. And they failed. Yes. This was now effectively where the Ottomans and the Islamic world went to crusade into Europe to try and make Poland and Austria and Eastern Europe Islamic. And they failed, sadly, for them. The Battle of Vienna was an enormous battle, And the Ottomans were actually this close. They'd even dug under the fortresses to put gunpowder to blow up the defenses of Vienna. But just before they lit the fuse, just like with Guy Fawkes, they were stopped by the Christians. So yes, the Battle of Vienna, we came this close, yes. And that is actually the time of one of my Barbary Corsair outfit, which you'll find in Stone to Steam. But this outfit is going to 1842. Ah, yes. 1842 in the Ottoman Empire. I need my fez. Just wait for the wind. Hold on. I wish the wind would stop so I can film the video. I wish. No genie. Oh dear. My outfit's going to the time of 1842, and 1842 was another significant time in Ottoman history, because ever since the Battle of Vienna, and even before, the Ottoman Empire was slowly stagnating. You find that it just got itself into a lot of costly wars, and it often didn't have good leadership, and basically just Christian Europe had the edge over it come the 1700s. And now that we're in the 19th century, the 1800s, the Ottoman Empire has now has become known as the sick man of Europe. The empire is only a shadow of its former glory. So you find that the Sultan was trying to reform the empire, Sultan Mahmud, and these became known as the Tanzimat reforms. Basically efforts to try and make the Ottoman Empire more modernized, because the Ottomans, ironically, they were ahead of most of Europe in the 16th century, but come the 19th century, basically the rest of Europe was ahead of it. So Sultan Mahmud knew that they needed to modernize the empire, and they had to swallow their pride. It was terrible, I know. We had to Europeanize the empire. Oh dear. We had to become more like the Europeans. Ugh. Even though my ancestors were European slaves. But anyway, I won't talk about that. I have turned Turk. And you find that the Ottoman Empire is now reformed, and one of the most telling signs of reformation is in the outfit. So let me explain the outfit now. So I'm in your typical attire of a man from the 1840s in the Ottoman Empire. Here we go, simple. So I'm wearing leather shoes. You could find all sorts of quality, but generally pretty poor quality. I've also got leggings, which are tied around my calf muscles, which give my feet good support, because as a merchant, I would walk all around Anatolia and Arabia, and even go as far as to Persia to trade my goods just to make a living. Because you find that your average person living in the Ottoman Empire in the first half of the 1800s was in poverty. So yeah, it is a very hard life for me. Don't you love my little waistcoat, yes? And I've even got a sash to hold up my pants. And I even use the sash to tie on my some of my goods, like my oil lamp. And now the most telling part of the Tanzimat reforms is the headwear, the fez. So a fez has a very interesting history. Fezes go back to the Tanzimat reforms. Technically 1837, but by 1842 they were in full force, and you'll find that your common average person in the empire would wear a fez. That is a very loud magic carpet, yes? Shh. What are the jinn up to these days? The fez was designed as a balance between Europe and the Middle East. It's almost just like Turkey is. It's a bridge between the two worlds. So the fez was designed to look a bit more European in appearance, to be a bit more, you know, they wanted to get that European efficiency to replicate it. However, it still retained some Islamic traits. So while the Europeans love to wear peaks on their hats, you know, think about the Napoleonic times, which were 20 years ago in my time, 30 years ago. All those people wearing peaked caps and all of that, shakos. The fez designed without, because when you pray towards Mecca, so Mecca would be, if that is north, it would be around this direction for me. So when you pray to Mecca, nothing gets in the way. You see, when you pray, you are free to pray. So yeah, it's an interesting piece of history. Mecca is basically like the Jerusalem for Christendom. So Mecca is the holiest city where the Prophet Muhammad was born. So yeah, this is the Ottoman outfit, and pretty cool, eh? And also I have a basket with a leather strap attached to it so that I can, yeah, go around and trade my goods. And I also have a walking stick with me just to help with trekking along the mountains of Anatolia. You can even wear the basket like this. And yes, off we go to trade the goods, to spread the former glory of the Sultan. What can I say? The empire is in decline. We are the sick man of Europe. I have to travel and walk miles with my own feet just to sell some goods so that I can eat. Anyway, what can I say? I love being Ottoman. Well, salam, my friends, and I'll see you the next time. Ottoman Turkish, you say selam, not salam, which is Arabic. Interesting, eh? So, salam. I must now be on my way to trade my goods. Don't forget this, I could sell it, yes? Gallipoli from here, nothing bad is going to happen there, definitely, for people who will try and invade our empire in the future. Definitely not. It's 1842, alright, not 1915. Yeah, it's a cool outfit, hey? In terms of actually walking around in this outfit, it's lovely, and I really do like the leggings. They give you some nice calf support, feels good to walk in. As to what they would have made the leggings out of, it could have been cotton. They had cotton. Cotton was global after Columbus and, well, transatlantic slave trade. What can I say? Basically, as a merchant, I could get my hands on a lot of different materials, but wool would have also been worn. Silk was also reserved for the upper class, just like in China. Leather shoes, you wear into them, they feel comfy then. And it's lovely, lovely breathable outfit, so nice. Great for hot weather. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. The fares are fine, keeps wanting to slide down if I'm not careful. Salam, future people. Just the Ottoman diary entry, yes. So the fares, yeah, it stays nicely. If you have long hair, it becomes a problem, but this is good. And those people just looked at me, oh, okay. I find that people, I've had a bit of interest, I've garnered a bit of interest now, but not as popular as the Roman legionary. Fully armored Roman legionary people are always like, wow, wow. this outfit. Who cares about the Ottoman Turk? Well, some people do. I'll stop by about 3 people over the past hour and a half, 2 hours, 3-4 people maybe. Whereas with the Roman outfit, you get stopped every 50 meters. How beautiful is that? The Garden of Eden, the hanging gardens of Babylon. We're there. I'm not used to this greenery. All my life I was raised in the steppes of Anatolia. But my old ancestors, by the time of the 17th century, were sold into slavery. The first Latif of the family. I also am Latif. But my great ancestor came from Europe. But we turned Turk and we will never go back. Although now with these reforms, I'm considering not turning Turk, but reversing European. Turn Turk, become Christian, sort of. Yeah. Turn Turk sounds better. There's a reason it sounds better, right? Yes. Now we have to climb up this mountain just to get to the other side for some better business. Terrible. Future people are strange. Can you imagine how much resent there was at the reforms? I mean, banning the turbans were banned. I'm sure that had a lot of resistance. Anyway, what can I say? Cool, bye future, thanks for joining me. As I was an Ottoman today. I've been so many things and we're going to do Inca tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Salam.